Hey everyone, my name is Phil.
I'm Erika.
And today we're watching Baby Reindeer, Season 1, Episode 6. Let's dive in.
It always amazed me how Martha managed to surpass herself with new and twisted ways of getting to me, but involving my parents. That was next level when I walked up to the house that day. A lot of panic, a hell of a lot of explaining.
You didn't explain to them what happened already?
Was finding my dad on the phone to her when I walked in.
Aye, and I've told you, you bet you call me again, I'll come to London and cut your legs off.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that's going to be pretty fucking hard to do with no legs, let me tell you.
The receptionist at work gave
No.
spent yesterday phoning around his colleagues, calling him a pedo, telling them he fiddled her when she was a child.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
Jesus,
Wow.
how did you respond to that?
Oh, you know what your dad's like. He doubled down on it. Told me he had a load of kids in a van outside.
Of course you did.
You call me again, I'll make sure you breathe your last, you fucking cow of a...
You're delightful.
She's this woman. She came into the pub and she's been pestering me for some time.
Oh my God, have you quit?
No, because that would mean she wins.
Oh, it's not
Huh?
about
I
winning,
know.
Don. It's about your safety. Quit.
Quit what?
Good job.
The police are aware of the situation, so give them a call, get them down here. It'll be over soon, all right? I promise. It's all right. I'll get it.
Oh my gosh, is that
He
her?
wants to talk to her, probably.
She's gonna get a proper restraining order.
Is that you, reindeer?
Gosh.
I understand this is a harassment case.
That's right.
And who is the person in question?
He's a fucking... a chew.
I'll tell you what, Jerry, why don't you let us handle this? We'll call you if we need you.
It's a nice way to get him out of the room.
Yeah.
Martha Scott.
Well, she's this woman, and she's been, like,
Just
stalking me
say
for a
who
while.
it
I have
is.
this harassment warning out against her, so I assume now that she's contacted my parents, she's broken it, right?
Technically, she's not harassing you, she's harassing your parents.
Oh my dear.
If you want a quick resolution, your parents would be best off making a separate allegation up here.
Oh wow.
But that's ridiculous.
Why? Why is that ridiculous?
Convoluted, but we will do our very best
Just stack it on
to
top.
deal with this situation as effectively as possible. So yes, pen's not working. Sorry, there it is. One of those twisty ones.
That's
Shall we begin?
that's brilliantly written. Like how useless police can be sometimes.
Seeing the toll it was taking on my parents.
Oh my goodness.
My dad's croaky voice from shouting.
Why still answer?
My mum forcing this sentiment onto everything I did.
You're a good boy.
So it wasn't long before I decided to take action myself. I figured if the police were too slow to act, too slow to protect us, then Martha might do something worse.
What are you gonna do?
It was time to take matters into my own hands.
Oh my goodness, here we are again. Oh, there she is.
Leave my family alone.
I don't know what you're talking about, baby reindeer.
Leave my fucking family alone. If you don't, we will never be together. Do you understand?
My gosh.
Why is he still?
With the police, we weren't on the cards anyway.
Shut up. Be quiet for a second.
You're right. Let me rethink this.
If you leave my family alone, I will hang your curtains tonight. What you want to do to me? Are you want me
Sexually aggressive
to
email.
hang them, but I like it rough, okay? So make sure it's as sick, twisted.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, reindeer.
He's gonna feel so bad about this after. Filthy's.
School.
I can
Drag
make
items
it
across
rough.
you,
You drag sharp
chain you
items
up.
across your chain as you never gonna know. What?
Naughty boys will be punished.
It's like, oh, it's not good enough. If you respond, oh, shorting.
Oh. Have you given them a timeline yet?
Isn't she gonna harass him now? But he was like, I'm gonna hang your curtains tonight. So isn't she like waiting?
Mr. Dunn,
All right.
please note this interview is being recorded. You are not under arrest and you are free to leave at any point.
Okay.
You're also entitled to independent legal advice if you so wish.
I don't think that's necessary.
Well, in that case, please know this interview is being held under caution.
Wait, sorry, what's going on?
Did you meet Martha Scott in the street yesterday?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like by chance.
Did you ask her to send you a sexually threatening email?
No.
They've been watching her and so have seen him there.
Maybe.
I want to make sure I get it right, though.
They bugged her.
What you want to do to me? How you want me to hang them?
Martha had taped everything.
Sure, I'll come take you with you.
Oh.
I remember that feeling. That caught red-handed, time stood still, bomb in a war zone, hot fucking flush, madness.
But still.
She's taped everything?
I can't speak for everything, but she also showed us an email from you soliciting for anal
Oh,
sex.
You could. That's very easy to prove off.
She's harassing my parents. I just needed it to stop.
I sympathise with your position, but you must allow us to do our job. In a certain light,
don't
this could be
interfere.
seen as entrapment.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Miss Scott does not wish to take any action against you.
I'm sorry.
Miss Scott does not wish to take any action against you.
Against me.
What the hell? She's stalking me.
I suggest you apologise and let us go about doing our job again in the correct manner.
Apologize to her? Are you kidding me?
We can pass along your apologies and then suggest to her very strongly that the two of you part ways.
There you
Please
go.
do not want to hear from either of you again.
You're putting us on an even playing field.
Oh, what a line. What a line.
Tell her I'm sorry.
Please.
Truly alone. Ha ha ha. Fat chance, mate. Fat chance. She's a pro, right? She's done this.
The Martha knew exactly what she was doing.
Yeah.
Exactly how to get to me and still evade the law. It's because she's been here countless times before.
Exactly.
A repeat offender.
How could you be so stupid, Donnie? Framing her. This woman attacked me, Donnie. Everywhere I go, I'm worried I might bump into her.
You still haven't told the police about that.
I mean, what if she finds my Twitter, Donnie, and starts spewing crap like she did in the pub that day?
Well, maybe you could take your socials down for a bit.
Are you kidding me?
Do you understand what it's like to get to a place in my life where I can even walk out the door? To walk back in and bolt it shut, all because of you.
Because of me? Or because some fucking psycho is stalking me? Because just there, it sounded like you were blaming me for all this.
Well,
She's mentally ill, Donnie, and you indulged her. I think you love it.
yep.
I think it fits you perfectly having her in your life. Seeing you as the thing you try so hard to be. She's the embodiment of all your nasty repressions.
Wow.
Oh, she's therapizing.
She good.
You can't let her affect us like this.
It's not her affecting us,
Yeah.
it's you. I can't have this endless disorder in my life.
Are you breaking up with me? Because of her?
No. It's like this guy's not hearing anything.
Because of you.
She shut off her mind towards me the second she turned away, and now at rock bottom, the only positive I could glean from the whole situation was that it couldn't get any worse from here.
Is the old place?
With the roommates, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
One day.
Yes, mate.
Hello, can I get 2 pints of house, please?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
You can't come in here.
You can't stop me.
Yes, I can. You're barred. Diggsy, get Gregsy, will you?
He's clocked off early.
I guess I'll just sit here and wait then.
No, you won't. I'll call the police.
Do it. See how far that gets you.
Wow.
Last I heard, they're washing their hands of the both of us.
Come on.
Don't you fucking touch me! You have no right! Now, I'm on my period, and I've come here for a glass of water. You cannot deny a woman hydration when she's coming on. That is illegal.
That's a specific law. They have some really weird laws in the UK.
You should see the woman he's with. His lady friend, a skank. We call him Hunchy around here, because of his gutter taste in women. He's like one of those hogs. Always sniffling around for truffles with his shitty nose. Truffles! That's your new nickname. He's a comedian, by the way. The kind of stuff you see on TV.
Tell us a joke, mate.
Come on, man, stop. Just walk away.
No, obviously you see is she's kind of off.
You should Google it.
What do I Google?
Why is he entertaining this?
Comedian.
Donnie Dunn comedy. Oh, yeah, here it is.
You like one-liner? Yeah, check out Jimmy Carr.
What is he doing?
Is that meant to be funny?
I know. Watch this one, right? This one here. Lead balloon.
I've got a daughter. She's 2 months old. Called her Adolf after Adolf Hitler. I'm joking. She's 3 months old.
Why don't you Google something else?
Ooh.
Serial stalker. Torment. Barristers. Death. Child.
So that's what got her disbarred.
You've ruined it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
You fucking ruined it! Come on, come on.
You fucking mouth! I want you to get you in trouble, didn't I?
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus, what the fuck was that about?
I gave her a cup of tea.
Does that mean something?
It's the first day you met her. Give her a cup of tea. I am done with
With you.
You sent me more than it's possible to comprehend. You have an ugly face and stupid intentions. And I grow up badly shit. Me being kind, I do not make enemies easily, but you have really. Wow. Why don't you move back to
You will have to hear, stay away, my contacts are considerable, and they're all very angry with you. I hope them.
P.S. I love you. That never changes.
If you call the police, then the landlord is not going to like that. It's supposed to have a manager on staff for all times.
Yep.
Then they're going to find out that we turn the cameras towards the walls because of all the lock-ins we've been having, and that could be our jobs because that's negligence.
So why the frig are you doing that?
Later, we'll make sure she doesn't come within a fucking mile of this place ever again.
Got witnesses.
Wow, can't even report this. Doesn't
Quit,
matter. They're gonna
quit.
check out the. I quit. Please, please, freaking quit.
Fine.
Oh, that's his MO, right? Another thing to sweep under the rug.
The whole world crying. Do they all know about this? Oh, it's because he's bleeding. Could you clean up in the bathroom before you left?
I know, right?
Is he going back?
Going back where?
Home?
Oh, to a show. Oh, the
The
final.
final. Oh my gosh.
Did he clean up?
It's gonna be part of the show. Do you still want this? Like.
What? There you
Please.
go. I don't know. That's obviously not the first time he's cleaned up. Dang, this happened the night of the final. Oh, come on, man. Tap in.
I'm sure there could be some really good material in here, though.
He's going through it, though.
Yeah. I feel like most comedians are, though.
Oh, gosh.
They saw what happened.
Oh, my gosh. No, he's still dirty. Not completely, but...
Oh, they did come. Oh, wow.
Wow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to get this out the way up top. You can probably tell my face is a little bruised and battered. So here's a piece of advice. Never give the blowjob if you are the one driving. All right, good. Let's do some jokes. Whenever I go on holiday, I never want to wear sunglasses on the beach in case people think I'm perving on them. So to negate this worry, I actually like to widen my eyes. I think you'll agree it makes me look less creepy. Short and stout. Here is its handle. Here
So
is
worried
its gout.
Proper condoms, proper condoms.
I think he's kind of...
Proper, whopper, copper condom on.
I feel like he's just gonna emotionally let go here or something.
I used to think, right, genuinely, hear me out here, right, that what you're seeing here was like breaking the mold. You know, I'd watch these fucking other comics rising above me, and I never understood why them and not me, but then bam, reality smacks me in the face. I am so fucking naive in thinking that this was something special. A writer sweeps you off your feet and says, hey, you've got it, kid. Let's make you famous. You believe every word he's going to say to you. Because it's the words you've wanted to hear your entire life, right? I believe in you as much as you believe in yourself. When you're famous, people see you as that, famous. They're not thinking all the other things that I'm scared they're thinking, like that guy's a loser, or a drip, or a fucking faggot. It's the funny guy. And I wanted so badly to be the funny guy. Fuck your red light, I'm finishing. It's not long before I'm round his house taking boatloads of drugs every single weekend. And isn't getting groomed magical?
Wow.
Until you're passing out from on his living room couch while he tears at your trousers with his disgusting hands. And you know it's wrong deep down what he's making you do. But you just keep going. Is my self-respect so fucking low? Oh, you're a victim. You mustn't blame yourself. A good sentiment, really, but let's be honest, the fourth or fifth time you passed out round his and woken up with your in his mouth, you should probably think about not going back. But no, I just had to keep going. I just had to get fucking... I work in a bar, you see, and I gave her this cup of tea on the house. She was crying, and I wanted to cheer her up. She kept coming back in, time and time again, and I knew she was growing attached. But I still went along with her to satisfy my own stupid need for attention, hence the face. She did this to me. That's what abuse does to you, you know? It made me this sticking plaster for all of life's weirdos, this open wound for them to sniff at. I knew she was mad, and I knew she was dangerous, but she flattered me.
Wow.
Jeez.
I really think one of us is going to have to die now, and I'm not a killer. I met this trans woman. You should see her. She's the most beautiful person you've ever met, and I just couldn't.
Surprised you're letting him
go on.
Yeah.
I see what it was that I lost in her, and moreover, I see why I messed it up in the way that I did, and it's because of this, right? It's because I loved one thing in this world more than I did her.
Attention.
And do you know what that one thing was? Hating myself.
Wow.
I'm addicted to it. I don't know anything else.
Wow.
God forbid ever taking a chance at life. God forbid ever taking a chance at happiness. And that's why I messed it up with her. Because I hated myself so much more than I loved her.
Wow.
I've spent my whole life running away. This competition, this was just another 100 meters in a marathon I was never going to finish alive. So I'm going to stop running now because I just don't have the legs for it anymore. I just don't. Don't really know how I started coming up with all this, to be honest. I'm really not sure how to finish. Oh, actually.
Proper condoms, proper. Helicopters who enjoy eating Indian food and Burger King. Proper, whopper, chopper, copper, popper, top.
Are there any questions?
Wow, he's opening up for questions?
Well then. I look forward to winning this competition.
What a scene.
Okay, well, it all finally came out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad it did. The context and the situation and environment. Obviously, I wish it was more an ideal situation, like in a private room with a therapist. But I'm glad it came out at least. It seemed like it did something for him. It seemed like it was cathartic in a sense.
Page was turned there. When he said that he's gonna stop running, what do you think that meant?
Stop doing comedy.
Yeah.
I am worried for his life.
Yeah, because he did say, like, he said that line around talking about how he feels like he's going to end up dead.
Yeah.
And he's been running from it.
Yeah.
So I feel like the stop running thing is something violent. I don't know.
I don't know about violent, but maybe something that'll end definitely in
something more definitive.
Something morbid.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But such a great monologue. Just from like an acting perspective, like
Man.
So well done.
Richard.
That's crazy.
Really good.
Yeah.
Wow.
And nothing new. Like all these pieces were put together for the audience for a while now. But just to hear him articulate it and to let people in his life know about it is wild.
Many people in his life. Let people in his life. It was just his bar friends.
There are people in his life, people that
Yeah.
see him every day.
Yeah, but I
Still
mean, like,
contact.
it wasn't Terry, it wasn't...
Sure, but like
Where's
the
the
fact
parent,
that all that stuff happened to
Keely?
him before, he never let anybody know.
Yeah, no, I know.
Right, so like it's still a huge step forward.
Just saying, like, he let it out. I think that's good
Because like
too.
it's one thing
I think
to
when
do
you
it.
just said let it out to people in his life, I was like, it was just...
No, but like it's one thing to do that on a stage in front of absolutely no one that you know. The fact that there's people there that are like constant people in his life, like constant, like you see them every single day. I think that's still a big deal.
Like at the bar.
Yeah.
But I almost, like, he's not as close with them, and I feel like it's easier to share personal things
But he
with
probably saw
people
them
you
more than
don't
he saw
know
Terry.
as much.
You know what I mean? Like that's what, like they're
Yeah,
in
but that
his life
doesn't-
all the time.
Sure. I just don't think it's an indicator of how close you're. Like, you could see your coworkers every day, but that
Sure,
doesn't mean you're...
that doesn't. That's not my point. I'm saying
Mhm.
they're in his life. That's like, it's like you telling your coworkers that you see in the office 9 to 5 every single day. I got sexually assaulted,
Yeah.
and then having to like deal with that afterwards that's a big deal. Like, I wouldn't want to, just because it wasn't someone that he was like in a intimate relationship with. I don't think that it's any less of a big step.
No.
But yeah. So
Okay.
we'll see what happens. I mean, this did have a bit of a interesting, like, I don't know, even with the like the in loving memory of the person, like it had some sort of like finality feel to it. But maybe it was an actor in this. Maybe it was his dad, actor.
Oh gosh.
Because like
So?
that's the only other reason that I wonder why they would put that in memoriam thing here. Right? Maybe it was one of the actors that appeared in this one.
Why would you guess his dad?
Because he's the only one that was new this episode, and it was a male name. Right?
No.
Lewin. But
I don't know. I wonder if that had any relation to... Could
To
also
the
just be a
story?
coincidence, yeah, that he happened to pass away, or...
during the writing of this one? Because like,
No, like maybe it happened in the middle of... I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like, especially if it's someone they could
Maybe.
do at the
Maybe
end of
it
the
was
series.
intentional.
I think it had to do with someone that was in this. That's usually how like shows do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, that person had something to do with that episode, or
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Okay, well...
Hey, well, one more
about
left.
this?
It kind of sounds like they're just kind of tie up a lot of things. I don't know if any
Well, I mean,
big shock and awe
Martha...
moments are going to happen, but we'll see.
He really triggered Martha.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So sorry.
But everyone else is on high alert now too. Even the bar is on high alert. His parents, police are at least of note. So I don't know. Whatever happens, I feel like that it has to be like the last thing.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like now everyone is aware.
Yeah.
And if these people, like the people that went to this show, they're on social, like they Donnie Dunn, he's probably like, at the very least, he must have some sort of presence. They could tell stories about like what happened, what he just admitted to, and all that kind of stuff. So for all intents and purposes, like it's out there. All this stuff is out there. So yeah, the most eyes that have ever been on this situation are on it now.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, it'll hopefully be the end of it.
Yeah. What made you, or what do you think made him want to just share it right there and then?
I don't know, I think it really was just like a fatigue. Like look where he was, and he's back to telling jokes that nobody's laughing at. And just kind of like, I'm tired of this, right? Like I've gone through so much of this, and like I'm still nowhere, right? I'm still up here telling jokes and like trying to pimp myself out for laughs that I'm not getting. And maybe it was just kind of like the weight of everything, especially with that happening to him earlier in the day. It's just like not worth it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, and I think too, like the only two people in his life who really saw something in his comedy
Martha
deeply.
and Terry?
No, Martha and
Oh, yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
And the line that he said, it was like before he started spewing everything out. I forget his exact words, but something like, it wasn't...
You only see me.
Yeah,
You
it was
only see
because of
me.
me.
Yeah.
It wasn't the talent or like you thought I had potential in this. It was you just loved who I was. And they both came at him in very intense ways.
Different ways, yeah.
And he just kept going. And yeah, and in combination with fatigue, it was like, I feel like those maybe two people in a way helped keep him going, or like in his mind thought that like, okay, I have like a shot at this. But he is funny. But anyways, I feel like that's maybe a part of what kept him going. Like, oh, I like this belief in me. And now it's like that realization of like, oh wow, it actually wasn't belief in me. It was just me.
Yeah.
Like strip all that away. And like there you just, I don't know.
So was it a good realization or a bad one? Like, what are you saying?
Like mixed with the fatigue, I don't think it's good or bad. It's just that in combination of like what you were saying, like no one's laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why am I still doing this?
Yeah.
Anymore. And I feel like a part of why he was still doing it is because there was that like sense of belief in him from these other people that impacted his life so much. But now it's like, that's not enough to keep him going through this, the pain of being a comedian, like that journey.
Yeah, and all of that is linked to this journey of being a comedian. Like all of that pain, all of that heaviness.
Yeah, right? You don't make it big without going through.
Yeah, the only other thing that I was thinking about throughout all that monologue is kind of like, we always hear that like comedians are like, most comedy comes from a dark place. And he just kind of exposed what his dark place was. And then immediately went back into the jokes.
Yeah.
And I wonder how much this would resonate with like a comedian. Maybe not that dark, but like, or maybe that dark, but like just having all of that behind the jokes.
Yeah.
And behind the laughter. Yeah, it's interesting because like I've always heard that sentiment, but I've never really I wouldn't want to like just kind of play it out in my head, like what kind of things. But to kind of see it like literally on stage was a bit eye-opening and kind of like, well, not kind of, it's sad.
For sure.
Right.
Well, you see how not woke, that's the wrong word now, but Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And obviously Robin Williams.
Pulling the mask off. Just like letting people know.
Yeah, I feel like there's like this pressure, right? To have to be this entertainer. Or like, oh, you're known as the funny guy, so you gotta be funny all the time.
And even beyond pressure, it's just kind of like, that's the way that I can make sense of this world, or like that's the only way that I can like articulate what's happened to me without like crying. You know, like, because there can be dark jokes, but they're coming from a real place.
Right.
And yeah, so that's the only other thing that was kind of going through my mind while he was doing his monologue, because
man, the self-hatred. Damn.
He hated himself more than he loved her.
Damn.
More than he loved her.
He was saying like, and he loved her a lot.
Yeah.
I just want to give him a hug. All right.
Shall we finish this?
Yep.
Let's finish it. All right. Well, hopefully you're enjoying watching with us. Like always, if you want to watch the entire reaction series for Baby Reindeer, it's already up on our Patreon. If not, it's cool. We'll see you here for the next one. Peace.